Hey guys, I'm live on my front porch. How you guys doing? Um, I'm just chatting and with you guys. I'm just gonna light my incense. So let me do that. You can probably tell I'm not a smoker at LOL because I'm not very good at lighting a lighter. But I'm having my incense. Um, I'm not sure what's going on with my David Lee Roth family and all that, but I heard someone say that he's on vacation and all that. But anyway, I don't know, but I miss you guys. I miss them. They haven't called me in like 2 weeks or three, I mean maybe two. And but I'm doing this in honor of Fido. I'm doing my daily incense, and I hope you guys are having a good vacation. If you're on vacation, um, and I'm holding down the fort all right. You know, I do okay. I have fans around town, but I don't have much actual talking to people in my day. I don't like just have all these people I talk to all day, and I have lots of conversations. I have days where I speak less than half an hour, maybe 15 minutes in my whole day to anybody. That seems like even then that might be an over exaggeration. It might be less than that. Um, but just in case that's how long it might be, I I I don't have. I mean, I just don't have a lot of human interaction. You know. Um, but I've got the universe, thing going on with me, and I've got my music. Some would say I don't have any music, but whatever. I've got my guitar, and I get through. I get through my days, and I love you. I love you guys, my fans. When you give me the sign when I'm walking by and everything. I mean, you may not even know it, but that helps me get through my day. I walk every day, and I walk like 10, 12 miles a day. I don't know. I don't keep track of it. I don't have a smart watch to tell me how long I walk, but I walk a lot. Um, how far I walk too, I don't know. But I had one. I had a smart watch a couple of years ago, and it blew up. I just blew it up because I don't know. It just blew up. It stopped functioning. It stopped counting my steps, and I just never got another one. Um, but whatever. It seems like I don't need a watch. I mean, it seems unnatural. Like I wear a ring, isn't that enough? And I wear a necklace with Dad's dog tags and my dad's Illuminati ring. I don't need a watch too. It's like I don't know. But I really want to thank the fan the commenter that commented about me being rushed, and that I'm rushed as fuck. AF is the acronym, and I took it as advice rather than hate, which is maybe not like me, but that's what I did. And I thought maybe I do rush too much. And so when I went live yesterday, I tried to just take a breath, breathe, like Kung Fu Fido says to me, and don't tense up and hold my breath when I'm trying to play. It'll just make me go havoc with my tempo, as Eric Johnson says in Total Electric Guitar 1990 video he made. You don't want to tense to where you're not even breathing when you're playing music. It's going to change your tempo, and it's going to make you sound rushed, and just clenched fist feeling is not good for music. You want relaxed. You want to breathe when you're playing, fast or not, and you want to just be relaxed. The moderators always said, relaxed muscles are fast muscles. You sound faster when you're relaxed than you do when you're tensing up. And I just learned that yesterday, and I just got that from a comment, and I got it because I took it as advice instead of hate. So there's something there. There's something to be said for maybe I do over extend the extent of my hate. Maybe I don't see it all the way I should. Maybe I see it. I'm too defensive at times. I get that. And I'm working on it. That's a good step. Yesterday itself, that was a good step on my part. Uh, sometimes there's tough love. I mean, I'm not used to. I'm used. See, when my dad hit me, it wasn't out of love. It was out of just him being pissed off and wanting to hit me. So the tough love thing's hard for me to get my head around sometimes, because as soon as you push at me, I think you're hitting me, and I react that way. And that's just a knee-jerk reaction for me. And I've had that reaction since I was 13, because that's when my dad really started beating me up harder when I was 13. I guess he figured I could take it. And I react that way to daily life when at times when it's probably not an appropriate reaction. Not an appropriate reaction. It's more what I'm going through than it is the actual situation. So I'm admitting it, okay? I'm getting the incense. I'm breathing it good here. It's going right, wind's blowing right at me. That's cool. Let me just take that in a little bit. Yeah, so I'm a flawed human being. I'm not perfect, of course, and I have things to work on, and I probably need to take more advice from my commenters than I probably do. I don't know. What do I know? I don't even know that, but I just have a feeling it might be true. Okay. So he'll say this and this and this, and I just write it all off as pure hate, when really maybe I should listen to what they actually said rather than discounting it because I didn't like their tone, or I didn't like that they didn't have nothing but good to say. Because sometimes I need to hear what I may not want to hear. What you want, the Rolling Stones, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might just find you get what you need. Maybe I need something I may not want, but yet need trumps want at times. No pun on Donald. If you need something, you should have that, even if you don't want it, because by definition you need it. So I'm working on that. I'm working on reading my comments and just saying, what would I think if I didn't call this hate? If I didn't just write this off, is there anything I could learn and glean from actually, giving it a try? For instance, people say things like I should take lessons. Well, that may be a bit extreme, because I'm not even allowed at Guitar Center, much less allowed to take lessons there. But having said that, you know what? I was just thinking I'm thinking to myself here. I'm not allowed in Guitar Center, so this can't happen. It's a moot point. But there's a guy named Jason at the San Marcos Guitar Center that knows jazz like I can't believe it. And I was going to take lessons with him at one point, because he knows jazz. I mean, I don't know jazz like he does, and he could teach me the way the walking beat. I mean, the jazz they have a different. They follow each chord. You see, it's not like I think in rock and roll. In rock and roll, you play scales and modes and blues stuff, but in jazz, it's like there's a 2-chord, and you have to play the notes in that 2-chord, like it's almost harmonic, or it's almost the melody comes from the harmony, and it's really note. It's a micromanagement of notes, and it's very mathematical. And it's very, now I'm on the 5 chord. I got to have these notes now. Now I'm on the 1 chord. I changed to these notes, and it's a different approach than rock and roll. I'm sorry, it is, and I could learn from that if I took lessons from Jason. Kudos, Jason. I'm sorry I never got around to taking lessons from you, but I moved to Marietta before I had a chance. So. He was playing, what this dude was playing? He was playing Giant Steps by John Coltrane and improvising it on the guitar, a solo in jazz style. I can play at Giant Steps, but this guy was doing it. I mean, this guy was like, that's Giant Steps. Okay, I get it. I mean, I could have got, I could learn from someone like that. So there's even truth in that. There's even truth in I might need lessons. That's actually not pure hate. That's actually got some truth, whether I like to hear it or not. Maybe I do. Randy Rhoads took lessons on the road with Ozzy. Well, how great was he? Yet he took lessons from to get better at guitar rather than have his ego get in the way. So maybe that's what I'm working on too. Just not getting my ego, not putting my ego, not leading with my ego. First ego, now what else do you have? Maybe I should not be that way as much. So I don't know. Maybe I'm working on it. Anyway, I love the Eat 'Em and Smile album. I love that I loved doing the whole album in one take. And like I said, I want to have monthly Eat 'Em and Smile. Every month, in the first week of every month, I want to try to do a complete, uninterrupted, single take live of the whole Eat 'Em and Smile album. keeps me on my toes, you know. I mean, it keeps me from saying, well, I did it. Now I'm just you know, I want to get better at it. In fact, okay, here I am. This is me letting my ego down, at least somewhat. On Elephant Gun, I had part of the rhythm not complete. It wasn't wrong. It just was incomplete. And I heard that in my head on a walk. It wasn't even with the guitar in my hand or listening to the record. I remembered, oh, it goes like that. You guys want to hear the part? I don't know. It's hard to do without a guitar in my hand, but it's there's the part I do have right. Dun, 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 you know, bad man on the run. And then there's the part I do have right. Every minute counts when you play both sides of the law. That's A to B. I have that part right. Dangerous days. Dun, 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 with anything and all. Dun, 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 dun. That's a cool lick. Now here's where I get it wrong. We'll call it love or call it murder. That's not a single chord. It's dun, 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 dun. They'll call it dun, 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 dun. It's back and forth. And it's dun, 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 then back and forth again. Dun, 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 time and century. Dun, 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 dun. And it's not just a single chord; it's back and forth, like on Bottoms Up, Van Halen from Van Halen 2. Come on, baby, bottoms up. It's that kind of feel. It's not just a single chord like I was doing it. It's one flat seven, hammer on back and forth, or you know, play back and forth. And I totally missed that on my take. And I got it in my head on my walk yesterday. Oh, that's what it's like. It's like Bottoms Up. Come on, baby, baby, bottoms up. Yeah, bottoms up, and it goes beans all in a row. What's up? Yeah, you guys get it. So, and I'm learning little things like that may sound small, but they're important to the song. You have to have the nuance isn't the same if you just play one chord on that. And so that's one improvement I can make on my next take. That's a rhyme. And there's other improvements I see. I remember I can just do better next month than I did this month. I have seen improve on That's Life, for instance. When I did That's Life, I didn't have all the parts together. I got the gist of some of it, but there's parts where the chord progression varies slightly and the words change, and I didn't have all that together. In my defense, I only learned it that night for the first time. But still, I don't have it completely right. I need to work on my That's Life. On Tobacco Road, I end with a guitar chord. That's not how David ends it. He ends with the voice. Tobacco Road. Oh, I'm not doing it right. Tobacco. Wait. Is the title? Tobacco Road. He ends on a vocal ending, and I didn't do that. I had a guitar chord ending, and that's not correct. I need to end like David does with the vocal thing to the end of Tobacco Road. Whoa. I need to do that, and I didn't. I had ended on a chord. You know, it was little things that I didn't have right, and I want to do better. And hey, if I can become doing it right is good. And I don't have it all right, and I'd like to do better, and I want to do it every month. The first week I have monthly Eat 'em and Smile. That's to you, David. That's in tribute to you. I'm not going to do right now. I'm not doing any other album in its entirety. I was going to do that, but where would it end? What I've got to do is Israeli Gears now by Cream, and I've got to know all those songs, and then I've got to do Led Zeppelin 2, Ramble On, and all. I mean, next thing someone's going to say is, "Why don't you play the whole Van Halen catalog?" Well, you know, that starts to get far out, and I just need to keep it simple, stupid, and just I can do Eat 'em and Smile the whole album once a month and do monthly Eat 'em and Smile. That's what I can do. Other things I'm going to do individually in songs here and there, and of course I love other songs and stuff, but I can't do whole albums at every turn. This is an exception. This is one of my favorite. Let me toot the horn of this album. Would you guys like to hear this? How great Eat 'em and Smile is. First of all, the baddest ass bass player that ever walked this earth. Rock and roll bass player, Billy Sheehan. Steve Vai. I think David said, "Have fun, Steve." He didn't make Steve tone it down. Give 90%, but not 100. He just said, "Go for it." Is my thought, because Steve just went for it. I mean, guitar on that album is great. David's got attitude and punch, and Greg Bissonette didn't miss one beat in that whole tour. Said Steve said. I mean, he said, just right on beat every time, all tour long. So that album is great, man. And one more thing, I don't want to just end it there. That's a lot said, but it's got variety. Every song tests you on a different point. Even I'm Easy, which you might think is simple or silly or slow. Do you know it's in B flat? And that's difficult on a guitar to do. It's difficult to play in B flat. And it's different than playing in D. And it sounds different and looks different and plays differently. And so there's that curveball. And then right after that comes Ladies' Night in Buffalo, which is in D, which is another common key, but there's a jarring there, and you have to keep up with it. You have to go from Shy Boy being in D Dorian, and then I'm Easy in B flat blues, Dorian blues, or mix it Dorian, and then back to Ladies' Night in Buffalo, again back to D Dorian. So there's that jarring, and you don't have time to go, well, let me stop and make sure I get my, you have to go right into it, and then back into the other thing at the end. It's got little things like that, and it's got talking guitar, Yankee Rose. It's got a song that has Lydian and Ionian mode, Big Trouble. It's got which also has rap in it, kinda, which is also included rap in Big Trouble, a rap feel. It's got Sinatra feel, with That's Life, more of a big band feeling. The Brat Pack or Rat Pack, whichever it is it the Rat Pack or Brat Pack? I can't remember which one. Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, and it's Frank Sinatra group. I think it was the Rat Pack. I don't think it was the Brat Pack. I think that was the Hollywood thing that came later. Yeah, the Brat Pack was all the early 80s stars that started in Breakfast Club. Judd Nelson, Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Rob Lowe, C. Thomas Howell. Am I missing any? And maybe Matt Dillon. That I think that's the Brat Pack. But anyway, the album, and yeah, I love that album. It's got hard rockers like Shy Boy and Yankee Rose. It's got medium rockers like Going Crazy, Tobacco Road, Bump and Grind, and Elephant Gun. And then it's got softer, slower ones like I'm Easy, Ladies' Night in Buffalo, and That's Life. And then it's got a song that almost stands on its own category, which is a rap kind of Lydian thing, which is Big Trouble. So great album. I love to do it every month. I'll enjoy that. So anyway, I hope I'm having a good day today. I don't know. I don't even know why I wake up on the right side of the bed sometimes. Sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, everything is like flowing. Other times I wake up and it's like, ugh. But I feel good today. I love all you guys. And I love you guys. Peace, rock and roll.